Hello, it's Nicole. I've already provided this section of the video that walks through the AT tool that I created that can be adapted in a variety of ways to help kindergartners who have been diagnosed with autism learn shape recognition. I will now give a walkthrough of the activity. For the assessment components, I am designing this activity lesson for school age kindergarten students. The students that I am designing this activity lesson for are a group of 10 students age 5. The group of kindergartners includes 5 general education students with no known disabilities and 5 students that have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder, also known as ASD. 2 of the children that have been diagnosed with ASD has challenges with motor skills and requires support with fine motor activities. One of the children with ASD has challenges with processing information and needs information presented in a way that supports delivery of content. And 2 of the kindergartners diagnosed with ASD has challenges with language and needs support with linguistics. The goal of the lesson is for kindergartners to demonstrate shape recognition abilities for 4 different shapes: the circle, the square, and the triangle and rectangle. The purpose of this activity is for kindergartners to be able to classify 4 different shapes according to features. By the end of the lesson, I would like students to achieve the ability to classify 4 different shapes according to their features using a voice recorded, visual voice boards, a smartboard lesson, and PowerPoint shape recognition activity to communicate answers, which was the PowerPoint activity that I created that I walked you guys through in the other video. So the environment, the activity lesson will take place in the kindergarten's classroom, and the classroom will be set up in a center style contained section to allow for access to a variety of learning materials. So most kindergarten classrooms are set up in like centers. So there'd be like a math center where there'll probably be like a sorting activity, and then a center where they can work on the PowerPoint activity on the computer, just various areas where they can learn different math concepts for shape recognition. All right, and so here I outline the task and the procedures. So the students will be introduced to the 4 shapes during like a circle time. And then features for each shape will be verbally described, i.e. a circle is round with no sides, a square has 4 sides, a triangle has 3 sides, and a rectangle has 4 sides. So just going over like the different features. Then also we'd show a visual of the different shapes, maybe getting like some real life blocks for each shape and just kind of showing the group the real life blocks of each shape. And students can like touch them and just really feel the edges and different features of the shapes. Also to encourage like peer support when they break off into their centers. I would have like one general ed student with one of my students with autism, just to, promote like partnership and encourage engagement with one another. All right, and here's a list of the materials needed. All right. So there's colorful pictures for the tools needed of each shape, visual display of, like I said, like real life shapes, the smart board learning tool with like a shape matching game there where they can have that to help with shape recognition. And then the PowerPoint shape recognition, that activity that I created. All right. A voice recorder and a visual choice board. So here we're going to talk about the AT tools. The use of assistive technology tools is necessary for this lesson. 5 students in the class have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. 2 of the children that have been diagnosed with ASD has challenges with motor skills. So for these students, a low-tech easy grip tweezer will be provided. So just in case, one of the kiddos is having a barrier with if they're having a barrier with the physical aspect. Alternative activities such as like sorting with tweezers can be used. Also, I found on here for the physical activities, alternatives is also a big track ball mouse, which also can be used. And it's a bigger mouse and it's easier. Um, it adds variability to students with fine motor barriers who still would like to engage in the PowerPoint activity and can use this larger mouse that involves fewer fine motor management to control than a typical mouse. So this is also a great way that the student can engage in the PowerPoint activity if they have like a physical barrier there. Um, so I'll go over some of the different way that the activity can be differentiated to accommodate all learners. So for cognitive and intellectual disabilities, the PowerPoint transition, we can use PowerPoint transitions. And I kind of already went over this in the other PowerPoint. And since we're going over time, I won't go over that again, but it's also in the other video that describes the actual AT lesson and how it can be adapted to various learners. So I just wanted to go over the actual lesson plan with you guys. So thank you, and I hope you guys have a great day.